What's good? What's good? What's good? NBA YouTube. It's your man, 100 grand. It's Ross with the Rock Never Stops, coming to you with another episode of Basketball Talk. Coming to you humbly, having to admit, I was wrong about the Golden State Warriors. I was wrong. We're going to dive into that in this episode. If you like the video, please smash the like button, subscribe, and leave your comments. I definitely respond to all comments. I am not one who believes I have to be right all the time at all. I believe it's completely all right to be a human being and assume some things, prejudge some things, and get it wrong. I'm gonna be honest with you, I get it right most of the time. I get it right most of the time. I look at most teams, I look at the landscape of the league, and pretty much what I project is what happens. Look at the Atlanta Hawks. Everything I pretty much said to a T, right? But then you look at a team like the Golden State Warriors. And I have to be honest, they were a bit of a conundrum to me. Meaning that they were kind of like in this space where I wasn't quite sure what they were trying to do. They have two amazing young cornerstone potential franchise changing talents, James Wiseman and Jonathan Kuminga. And they have two star players in their own right in Stephen Curry and Draymond Green. One set is at the beginning of their career, figuring out the NBA, and the other set is in their prime, the height of their prime. It's not going to get any higher than this for Draymond and Stephen Curry. And this franchise seemed to be moving in this direction where it was just like one was kind of moving forward with Steph and Dre, and the other two were just kind of sitting stagnant, Jonathan Kuminga and James Wiseman. I know some might say it's too early to say they're sitting stagnant with Jonathan Kuminga. But I'm going to be honest. I felt like they needed to come on out and be like, this is our guy. This is our guy. Jonathan Kuminga is our guy for the future. He might be our third star. But the reality is, I think I see what they're doing. And this is where I was wrong. This is where I was wrong. The Golden State Warriors are 100% doubling down on Steph and Draymond, and rightfully so. They're a playoff team. Even if they missed it last year, they're a playoff team. And they're legitimately one star away from contending. Is that star Klay Thompson? I don't know. I don't know. Bob Myers has been patient. He's been patient. He's been extremely patient with Klay Thompson, knowing that he has a limited window with Steph and Draymond Green. Right now, what I saw last game, I would say, more than actually the last two games, against the Lakers and against the Clippers. One, the Warriors are good enough to beat a championship team any night in the NBA regular season. Any night, any team, they can win one game. Even if Steph doesn't have a great game because he shifts the balance on the court that much because of his talent. And they can beat any playoff team or contending team when Steph does have a great night. And what does that tell me? They may not be able to win a series. They may not be able to win a series in a semifinal playoff matchup or even opening round of the playoffs. But if they had one more star, if they had one more guy they could bank on for 20 to 25 points a game, like what Klay used to do, they're a championship team. They are 100% a championship team. I can't put nothing past them. And I think this is what I misjudged. I didn't think they were this close. I didn't think Steph could sustain scoring at that level. I didn't think that he would be able to carry a team for a full season, which he did last year, proved a lot, even though they didn't make the playoffs. I didn't think that he could stay at this level of superstardom. I mean, we've seen flashes, but Steph always had Clay. So it was hard to separate. It was like last season was almost like it's a little reverse, but seeing Pippen without Jordan for the first time, and all of a sudden he's an MVP candidate, All Star MVP, first team All NBA, gets his team to the semifinals of the Eastern Conference, um, almost with a chance to get into the Eastern Conference Finals and NBA Finals. Right after you saw it, you're like, oh, he's legit. He wasn't just riding a coattail. Now, granted, Jordan was definitely 1A and Pippen was 2. He wasn't even 1B, but he was a dominant 2. Now this is switched. Steph is the 1A. We get that. That's 100%. But we used to kind of think, at least in my own mind, I had Clay at 1B. Clay is number 2. Clay is number 2. But I'm not so sure if a move for someone like Karl Anthony Towns might not also get the job done. And I'll stay on that stance. I think James Wiseman and Jonathan Kuminga will be far better served in a trade to the Minnesota Timberwolves for Karl Anthony Towns. I don't see the Timberwolves getting to the playoffs. See them barely making a play in at best. At best. If they do somehow make that eighth seed, getting swept, maybe winning one game. I don't think they have the experience, the know-how to win in the playoffs because they haven't been there. They really don't know what they're doing. They haven't really put together consecutive winning seasons yet. And I think Karl Anthony Towns eventually is going to be like, I can't keep waiting for this franchise to get it together. And I think this is the perfect opportunity for the Golden State Warriors to slide in right around mid-season. Say, hey, Towns, are you really happy? Do what they did with Kevin Durant. Get on a little group chat. Take them golfing. Go out to the Hamptons real quick during the All-Star break. Relax somewhere. Sit back in a jacuzzi smoking cigars and be like, bruh, you know where we at. You know what we about. Come over here and win this good championship. You write your ticket. You do whatever you want. What's good? And if Karl Anthony Towns tells Minnesota, I'm not going to resign in a couple seasons when I'm an unrestricted free agent, and there's a deal on the table that I would like, I think they would take it. And you give me Steph, Draymond, Karl Anthony Towns. Yo, if they had Karl Anthony Towns in this game, it's not close. It's not close. There's nothing the Clippers can do with him at all. And his shooting ability, he would become a splash brother immediately. He would be like a splash little brother who's ready to take on the load. So I can admit when I was wrong. Golden State Warriors, you're nice. You're nice. You're nice out there. Andrew Wiggins, he's not number 2, not even number 3. He can have a good game here and there. He's like a number 4, 5. I like guys like Damian Lee and, Jordan Poole, but those guys are like number 5, 6, 7. You're not going to be able to depend on them in the playoffs. And I think y'all know it. Golden State Warriors, you have a nice squad. You have a nice squad, but you're 1 star away. You're 1 star away. And that's better than where I thought you were at the beginning of the season. But I'll tell you this much. I can admit, you're going to be something to watch out for. Y'all might go on a run. This team has great continuity. They've bought into the system. Moses Moody is coming along. I think Jonathan Kuminga starts grabbing a lot of those minutes that Damian Lee gets and Iguodala. And when he's healthy, he's going to come in and bring some much needed scoring, shot making, breaking down the defense. When James Wiseman comes back, a year more polished, I think he's going to come in. He's going to give him some more rebounding and rim protection, more comfortable within the system. And you're going to look real good. I think he's still a first round playoff exit, though, unless Klay Thompson comes back and he can be a star. Even if he's not a superstar, if he's a reliable shooter, which the Warriors still don't have. It's not Jordan Poole. It's not Wiggins. It's not. They need one. They need one. Somebody to draw that attention away. If Clay could be that, at least I say they get to the second round. But if he could come back and be a star, yo, it's championship or bust. Once again. Once again. But I'm gonna be honest, if I'm the Golden State Warriors, if I'm Bob Myers, I ain't waiting. I'm not waiting. James Wiseman, Jonathan Camille, you guys are great. You guys are amazing players. You're gonna have a great future. Just not here. Not right now. This ain't the time. If I can get Carl Anthony Towns, I'm doing it. No hesitation. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Plain and simple. Yeah, that's the end of this video. Hope you liked it. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think the Golden State Warriors are really one star away? Can Clay be that? Do they need to make a move for somebody like Carl Anthony Towns? Holla at me. I'm going to get back to you. Peace.